Hello dear viewers, in this clip, we invite you to share some interesting information about notable heavyweight boxers. Zhang and Joseph Parker have just brought a thrilling performance to the audience. Fake Zhang's defeat by scoring. So what's the plan next? The fat but extremely formidable boxer Andy Ruiz is also a person many audiences are interested in. In this clip, Andy Ruiz will share about his plan for 2024 and some other interesting topics. Another extremely interesting person is Deontay Wilder, what the bombshell is doing after his rather helpless defeat to Joseph Parker. Everything will be in this clip. Don't forget to subscribe, click to receive notifications so you don't miss any clips on the channel. And now, I would like to invite everyone to the main content. First we will come to the match Zhang vs Parker. Joseph Parker v Zhang, rematch all but assured after Parker's majority decision victory. Joseph Parker looks all set to face Zhang once again after the Chinese boxer confirmed he wants to go again following his defeat on Saturday. Parker claimed a majority decision win over heavy-handed Jang in Saudi Arabia, securing the WBO Interim World Heavyweight Championship and moving one step closer to earning another opportunity at the title proper. The 40-year-old Chinese fighter, who entered the contest with the belt in his possession, had a rematch clause in his contract. It was just the second loss of Zhang's career, while Parker posted his 35th win in 38 professional bouts. I'll go back and analyze everything. A true warrior don't go down like this. We'll come back. He was a better man tonight and I'll see him soon, Jang said after the defeat. Parker showed great resilience in the bout, being knocked down in rounds 3 and 8 by Jang, who has 21 of his 26 wins by knockout, but recovering well both times. Jang lacked urgency in those rounds, and held back from trying to get Parker out of there when he had the former heavyweight champion hurt. For the most part, Parker outworked Jang. It was a true display of two different approaches to the sport, Parker staying active, moving in and out, mixing up his targets and picking the times to throw with power well, while Jang seemed to be looking for the knockout shot for the whole fight and was clearly fatiguing in the late rounds. Parker finished significantly better than Jang, ultimately earning the nod from two of the three judges with scores of 115 to 111 and 114 to 112 in his favor. The third judge ruled it a 113 to 113 draw, Jang benefiting from 210 to 8 rounds. Jang does tire in a lot of fights, but we weren't banking on him getting tired. I could have gone 20 rounds, but I had to be very smart in there and pick my shots and moments. And that's what we've done. Jang is a hell of a fighter. Respect to him. I fought him as an amateur. He beat me in the amateurs, and I beat him in the pros. So it's one each, Parker said. Zhang's co-manager Terry Lane confirmed a rematch was likely. Parker is a seasoned veteran, and he surely showed it Friday night, local time. The momentum that he has right now is incredible. I think Zhilei wants the rematch, Lane told Sky Sports. Styles make fights, and it is very nuanced. Jang beats Joyce, who lost to Parker. Surely Jang beats Parker, right? Wrong. A beats B beats C, then a beats C. Not in boxing. It's more of a game of paper, rock, scissors, where each beats one and loses the other. Having said that, Zhilei can make the adjustments, win more rounds and go on to other things. Deontay Wilder's trainer names 4 comeback opponents for former world champion Deontay Wilder is now at a crossroads in his career as a professional boxer. After 14 months away from the ring, Wilder returned on December 23rd when he fought Joseph Parker at the Day of Reckoning event in Saudi Arabia. Despite the inactivity, Wilder was considered a favorite for the fight, but instead he was comprehensively beaten by the former WBO World Heavyweight Champion. This has thrown Wilder's future plans into chaos, with him expected to face Anthony Joshua early next year if he got the win over Parker. Now it is unknown whether the American will box again. One member of his team which is remaining upbeat about Wilder's future is his trainer Malik Scott, who named 4 opponents his fighter could face in the future. Who we got? We got Andy Ruiz Jr., who's still looking for some action. Usyk and Fury. Daniel Dubois is there right now in a very good position. There are a few guys out there right now, Scott told FightTip. But what's most important to me is Deontay being right, spiritually, mentally and physically all in one. That's more my concern, cause I know that when Deontay is all the way right, none of those guys can beat him. Right now, after taking that loss and that type of performance, I'm not that keen on calling out guys. I'm focusing on the bigger picture with him getting spiritually, mentally, and physically right. So Team Wilder wants to fight 4 names like Coach Malik Scott just said: Fury Usyk, Dubois, and Andy Ruiz. Who do you think is the most potential person to fight Wilder, and what will the result be? Andy Ruiz wants trilogy versus Zhang, Anthony Joshua, or Deontay Wilder in 2024. The world could be smiling on Andy Ruiz next year, as the boxer from Mexicali has ambitious plans for 2024. Ruiz will not be stepping into the ring this year, but his recovery plans include dreams of fighting Zhang, Anthony Joshua, or Deontay Wilder. Andy Ruiz's last fight was more than a year ago. He has a record of 35-2, with 22 fights ending by KO, and the last time he stepped into the ring was in September 2022, and the result was a unanimous decision win over Cuban Luis Ortiz. Andy Ruiz wants to return to the top. Ruiz's ambition is to return to the days when he was heavyweight champion, and even though he is 34 years old, he has high-caliber fights in mind. One is Zhang, the 40-year-old Chinese star who convincingly stopped Joe Joyce in April in 6 rounds and again in September in 3 rounds. I think Jang did a fantastic job. Andy Ruiz told Boxing Scene, I think Jang is a really good fighter. That's a good fight that I'll take too. Another option might be Joshua, who Ruiz shocked in 2019 via stoppage to win titles, although he lost a rematch against the Brit later that year. When I fought in the rematch, I wasn't right, I was overweight. He has admitted. Now, it's completely different. All I want to do is showcase my talent. We'll soon find out if and when Andy Ruiz returns to the ring, and if he'll get the high-profile opponent he wants. Andy Ruiz does not see Canelo Alvarez as favorite in potential fight versus Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez is considered one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world, with the Mexican likely to face American David Benavidez next, in a fight that the entire boxing world is waiting for. What is certain is that in a potential bout it looks even and difficult to predict. Heavyweight Andy Ruiz, who is excited to see a fight between the two fighters, believes it will be an exciting and balanced bout between the two fighters. Andy Ruiz talks about Benavidez and Canelo. At the pre-fight press conference for David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade, Destroyer mentioned that in a potential fight between Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, it would be pretty evenly matched. Rumors suggest that the long-awaited fight could be scheduled for early 2024. In addition, Ruiz thinks that Benavidez in the future could be the face of world boxing, thanks to his youth and his desire to excel. In an undefeated bout, Demetrius Andrade and Benavidez will face each other on November 25th at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas.